Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope that you slept well. Hope that everything's going how you need it to go on your day to day. So, I am getting ready to head out to the gym. Everything is posted where it needs to be. And I've started my morning off with a little bit of Can't Hurt Me, a personal favorite book of mine by David Goggins, who, according to a lot of people, he is the toughest man in the world, or well renowned for mental toughness at least. The book itself means a lot to me because, for one, I resonate with a lot of his story. Definitely in the beginning, at least. Not gonna go anywhere near as far as to say that I'm a big Billy badass or definitely some super mentally tough person in that respect. But the beginning of his book starts off with setting the tone for his life, aka what he went through as a child and that part of the story. And I definitely resonate with that very, very heavily. And then he moves on to the rest of his story. So him being in the Navy and struggling to do that to begin with as well, also something I resonate with. So when I listen to his book, because I do the audiobook, in my personal opinion, is the best way to go for it, because it reads and listens similar to an audiobook and a podcast at the same time, and you get a lot more depth, a lot more information out of it that way. Every time that I read the book or listen to the book, I get something new out of it, and through following the challenges, again, I get more out of it. I first heard of the book from two really good friends of mine who I served with when I was in the Navy, and the timing could not have been more perfect. I had just gotten out of the Navy and everything basically went to shit. I had this plan that, was foolproof, and it all fell through. Suffice it all to say, you can plan for a lot of things, but you cannot plan for a government shutdown. And I was just at the end of my line. And I received a message from Tommy a few days prior talking about the book. And then I received another message from Jason pretty much that same day. And I was like, well, fuck it. I don't have money for anything else. I may as well buy the book. So I bought the digital copy, and then I'm not going to read a book. So I almost immediately bought the audiobook copy. And from there, pretty much saved my mentality in life. It gave me something to latch onto and listen to, and kind of like a rough outline for life. So if you're looking for an audiobook or a book in general to read, I recommend it. I suggest it. Almost demand it. Okay. My desk came in. The chair came in. We're going to get all that put together. So I'm going to listen to some Bob Seger, get it all knocked out, get it all put together, and finally be somewhat official, I guess you would say. Right now, my room is a catastrophe. And got to fix that as well. Also, struck it lucky. Noticed a while back that there was a TV mount in the store in the back room, and obviously it was not attached to a TV, so I just had the bright idea to attach my TV to it and put it on the wall, make it a little bit more official, and then also eventually get it hooked up to the computer. So, lots of projects to get into. But for now, I just told him to just get the projects done. Uh, I always enjoy, this is another side note, because it's always what happens when I start listening to Can't Hurt Me Again. There are challenges at the end of each chapter, and following them is always extremely trying and testing. The first one is always the one that kind of punches me in the gut most. It's to point out, make a list of all of the things that you believe are holding you back, all the things that are restricting you, all the things that you've used as excuses or crutches or just black marks on your life, I guess you would say. And write them down and let them be known. So the first time that I read the book, I did that, and it did not make a lot of people on Facebook happy, namely my family. They were not big fans of that kind of a black marketing out there. I did not have a favorable childhood whatsoever. This isn't meant to be a sob story. And it was kind of a black mark on their name. So I always think about that, and now instead of posting and making it public, I just think about it, and I think about all the times which it's harder now that I'm an adult and those things are 20 plus years behind me. But think about those times and the fact that they were times that had shaped me and scarred me and all these other kind of good things. But for what they were, A, I would much rather them have happened to me than someone else. B, it's a constant source of pride to know that I made it through being beaten and molested and all those other kind of good things. It's a source of pride and strength for myself because I made it through, and I like to think that I'm a half decent person. And I would much rather have it happen to me than someone else, because maybe someone else would not have been as resilient. So, just think about the thing. I'm going to give you the same challenge. Think about the things that you use as excuses, or the things that hold you back, or the crutches, or the reasons that you should not be able to be successful. Write them down, make them public, and hold on to them however you need to, because they're going to be the fuel and the strength for your transformation and for your move forward. And I can definitely attest to that's 100%. Let me know. Alright, and I'm finished with everything around my room, tidying everything up, getting everything fixed and put together. The most difficult thing of the night was getting that TV mounted on the wall, and get everything else taken care of. I'll vacuum tomorrow, but this is what we're working with from now on. The new workstation. It's not much, but it is mowing. It's a setup. So, I'm gonna get all this done, sent over, and get my first time at my own desk preparedness. This was kind of my preemptive reward to myself for getting to 100 vlogs. So, unless I die or something, then yeah, that'll get finished. I spent the rest of the night while doing everything still going over the lessons that are in just chapter 1 from Can't Hurt Me, aside from the ones that I already know, because I've read this book several times, and it just reminds me to make it a point to do things that suck every single day, to do hard things every single day, even though obviously, like everyone else, you don't want to do them. So I'm signing off. I'm going to get everything done at the appropriate, adequate time and get it posted the way it's supposed to be, the way I intend on making it a point to do from now on again. And I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here with me through this. Thank you for everything. For those of you who are watching, for those who find this in the future, for those of you who don't, thank you. I will see you tomorrow.